Well, hello, my friends. I am so excited, and I mean that truly. So excited to be here with Kori Nelson. She's the executive director of Horses Help SWI, a new nonprofit. But I've known Kori for years. So, Kori, it's so great to see you. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I know it's nice to see you too.
Okay, like I said, you're the executive director of Horses Help, and this is a new nonprofit. So, first, just tell us a little bit about the organization, and then I want to talk a little bit about the inspiration, why this organization was founded, and also who you
Absolutely.
serve. So go
Yeah.
for it.
So, Horses Help, we've actually been in existence for longer than most people realize. So we were founded, we became a 501(c)(3) nonprofit at the end of 2021. But we did a lot of demolition and a lot of construction during 2022 and 2023. And so that took a fair amount of time and investment. And so we have enough of that done and ready to be able to serve clients in the community. So we officially opened our doors in fall of 2023. So we have 20 acres out here in Southwest Iowa. So that's the SWI of Southwest Iowa. And we were founded by a Council Bluffs native. Her name was Linda Hightoff here, and then she married, so now she's Linda Hightoff Borman. And they raised their two daughters here in Council Bluffs. She is the eldest of several siblings, the youngest two having been born with Down syndrome. And so equine therapy is one of those therapies that resonates very, very well with special needs
Yeah,
individuals, Down syndrome
absolutely.
being one of those. And
Yeah,
so the fact that she had not one sibling with Down syndrome, but two, a sister and a brother, they have unfortunately both passed away. But it was really her horses and her brother that would light up whenever she spoke of her horses and showed photographs to him and his housemates. And so she was looking for something in Iowa that could fill that void, that could fill that need. And there are a few in the area that do wonderful work, but there wasn't anything specific in Iowa, in her neck of the
right,
woods.
right.
And so she had an equine therapy ranch in Arizona where she also resides, and found this 20-acre parcel, beautiful parcel in the Les Hills, and was able to purchase it and really put a lot of investment and her heart
Yeah,
into this property.
yeah. Um, to me, knowing the why and the inspiration, because every nonprofit that started with an inspiration and then a why. Um, and let me ask you, your mission. What is the mission of this organization?
So in short, we are here to help individuals with special needs, but we are basically providing equine assisted therapies in a safe and inclusive environment to those with physical, cognitive, or emotional issues. And
Yeah.
so that covers a lot of
Yes.
potential clients, and it can be something as anxiety that we all feel, certain times in our lives. And horses really have a unique way to bring about peace and comfort in those situations. There's just something very magical and powerful about being around an animal that's that large, but that's also that intuitive. And then individuals that have let's say Down syndrome, for instance, there are certainly some physicalities that maybe they don't naturally possess, and so getting them on the top of a horse, which when the horse walks, it provides a natural, it kind of mimics the human walking gait.
Hmm.
And so for
Okay.
individuals that maybe don't walk well or cannot walk, being on a horse simulates that, as well as just the core strength building that you
Mhm.
get from being on a horse. And the activities they're fun and they're engaging, and they are building gross motor skills. They're building fine motor skills, color recognition, right and left hand recognition, numbers, stretching, balance, all those things. And they do it easily because it's on a horse, and they like to do it and they look forward to doing it, and it makes their kind of week in between sessions, they get to look forward to it, and so there is that benefit.
Well, I want to talk more about the organization, knowing that you are just coming right out of the gate,
Yep, right.
But for you personally, what drew you to this nonprofit? Because I mean, I've known you in the nonprofit world, and I know
Yeah.
you were excited to share something new that you were doing. So, what was your why? What's your
You
why?
know, I've been blessed. So I've been in the nonprofit sector since I was in college. So a few decades ago, a couple decades ago. And so, I've been in a museum setting and I've been in a humane society setting, and I've loved each of them. This was definitely, I think it was appealing because it still worked with animals.
Yeah.
And it was something that could help people in a different way than I've ever been been accustomed to. And
Yes.
so it was kind of one of those things where I'd been with an organization that was very established. And then I'd been with an organization that was a couple years established, but being with one that was truly grassroots from the ground
Yeah.
up, from getting emails established and printing and creating those things was very appealing. And kind of making something that was beneficial to those with special needs, but also just the community at large. This is something that really everybody can benefit from. It doesn't have to be, maybe you have a child that has an autism spectrum disorder, but it might just be something where your child just would benefit from being out in the fresh air and being away from electronic devices. And it's something that,
Yes.
which is huge this day and age, getting them out, keeping people physical and active. So being able to help people in a new way and working with volunteers again, working with a new staff, has been really exciting. And sky's the limit. We're still trying to figure out kind of what our niche is and
Mhm.
where we can take those. And certainly it does take time to build those out, but
Yeah.
that's where we are. So it is exciting, and a
Yeah.
blessing. It really is a blessing to help people that way.
So, okay, so I have a few questions I want to ask you, just from, our talking points. So, what can someone expect to see when they arrive at Horses Help?
Well, so you'll come in. We were a horse facility before Horses Help took it over. We've made lots of improvements and
Okay.
changes.
Okay.
So it was a horse ranch prior. So we have three different areas that people can participate in sessions in. We have a round pen, which is brand new. We have an existing indoor arena, and we have a brand new outdoor arena, which we actually had help from our friends at the Community Foundation for Western Iowa, helped
Yeah.
with a grant for that. And so there's three different very unique spaces that clients can participate in sessions with.
Yeah.
So the atmosphere, we're tucked into the Les Hills. We're just a few minutes outside of Council Bluffs, right
Okay.
off of Highway 92. We're all on a paved road, so it's very easy,
Okay.
accessible to get to. We've got plenty of parking. We have, indoor restroom. We have really all the comforts of home out here. So for the caregiver, for the family to come out here with, say, their child, or maybe with someone that they're a caregiver for, it's just a very peaceful environment. And it's something that really, when the client leaves, we hope that they leave, happier and more fulfilled than when they got here.
Yeah.
And really, I
Yeah.
mean, that's as much as you can ask for, right? So the atmosphere, though, it's a beautiful 20-acre lot. We have 12 horses that are out
Okay.
here.
I was actually, yeah,
Very
going to
great.
ask you how many horses you have. So you have 12.
Yeah. We have 12. We have six that are on the smaller side, kind of the ponies or miniatures.
Yeah.
And then we have six that are on the larger, more
Yeah.
full size spectrum as well. So
Well, another question, because I'm asking this act for me personally, but can people just come out for a horseback ride?
So we're not open to the public for that. We
Okay.
do offer horseback riding lessons, just our traditional lessons that we can give. So we
Okay.
get a horse trainer that's on site, and she would be the one that does our lessons. And
Got
we
it.
have at least two horses, if not more, that can right away give horse lessons. They would be excellent for that. So between our round pen, the indoor arena, the
Okay.
outdoor arena, and we just have open pasture with trails that
Yeah.
you can go out on, that's still fenced in, but it's on the property, that they can go out and do. So your traditional lessons by appointment only, and then
Yep.
your therapeutic
Okay.
riding sessions by appointment too.
Okay. Wonderful. Um, and I know we've already covered this, but again, offering mental health therapy, physical therapy. I mean, that's really also what you do.
Yeah, well, so the physical therapy, not yet. We would
Okay,
like to get
okay.
into
I
that with
spoke too
having a
soon.
physical
Yeah.
yep, with having a physical therapist come on site to be able to do that.
Okay.
We aren't ready for that yet. We don't have that put in place,
Okay.
but we do have. We are working with a licensed mental health practitioner to
Okay.
be able to do groundwork sessions, which a lot of equine therapy sessions are not done on the back of a horse.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are done just in the presence of horses, either individually or with a group setting. So whether it's team building or whether it is maybe someone working through some post-traumatic stress of a situation that they might have been a part of,
Okay.
that and that can be a very helpful therapy for a lot of individuals. So that is just something, again, we're kind of getting into with a
Sure.
licensed mental health therapist.
Okay.
So right now we have 5 trained instructors through Spirit Horse International, which is the organization that we went with for our training for our instructors. So those 5, I am one of those 5. We are trained to
Okay.
do specific methods with clients, with individuals with Down syndrome, with autism spectrum, could be cerebral palsy, anything where we're trying to work with the right and left hemispheres of the brain,
Yeah.
and you're trying to regain channels and redirect channels so that there's a better communication between the two sides, which impacts our right and our left side of
Yep.
our bodies.
Yeah.
And so that's a big thing. But even just tactile, grabbing, writing, recognition of things, and then just the sheer enjoyment of being on a horse, and getting that empowerment of being able to do more with their bodies as their strength grows,
Yeah.
is great.
Oh my gosh. Such important work that you're doing there. And so my last question, um, how can the community support you? How can what can we do financially, or do you have items that we can give you? I mean,
Absolutely.
wanting to contribute in a lot of different ways. So just talk about community giving, 365, 7,
Sure.
5 days a year. So how can we support you?
Well, so clearly always going to website and our social media to share and like
Yeah.
those posts and get more people to see where we are. We are new, so we know that we're trying to gain an audience and gain some following.
Yeah.
But monetary donations, always, we are a 501c3, as I mentioned, so we can take those donations of a variety of types of donations. And then, a session cost, we aren't able to bill insurance for equine therapy. It is kind of a unique type of therapy for what we do in-house. So any type of, monetary donations, whether it's to honor somebody, a memorial, just an outright gift that helps us, take care of the horses, maintain the grounds and the facilities and staff to be able to do what we do.
Yes.
Those are huge. Definitely horse items that we can do. We can't always use everything depending on what it is, and horses are a specific size for saddles and whatnot. But we love, we are more than happy to try out donated saddles if they're still in good condition, that we can see if they're a good fit for any of our horses to be able to use. Just your typical office supplies. We use all of those things: paper, stamps, cleaning supplies, all of that, first aid kits, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Maintenance things, rakes, buckets, you name it. We go through all those kinds of things. So even products that are gently used, we're happy to take a look at.
Yeah.
And then really, if you know somebody that maybe meets the criteria of the kind of clients that we are able to help, please share that. Let them know, have them message us, have them give us a call, and we can see if we think that we can help them. So we look forward to meeting more people. We've got instructors ready to go. So starting in the new year in 2024, as the weather gets a little warmer, we're ready to help.
Awesome. And I'm kind of glancing over this way because I'm looking at my computer and I'm on your Facebook page, and just invite people to go to that, like it, because as you grow, I mean, first of all, there's wonderful photos of the horses over here, and some really beautiful pictures. Just you have a good morning sunshine shot here. It just kind of shows the peace and the beauty of it. So encourage everybody to like your social media, and then that way, as you give updates, and they can see what's going on. So yeah.
Absolutely. No, we would appreciate that very much. As a startup, we're finding our way and finding our niche, and
Yeah.
see what people are looking for as well.
Yep.
So, and things
Yeah.
that we can accomplish. So,
Yeah. Well, Kori, I'm just so excited and honored to have this conversation with you and to learn more about what's going on with this nonprofit. And I plan to connect with you soon to come out and also I'm looking at some team planning as you're talking about team building. Yeah, bringing my team out there to connect with the horses because they're healing. They are magical. The energy of horses is absolutely magical.
yeah,
So,
you leave feeling good. Really,
yeah,
you do.
yeah, you do. So,
Yeah.
all right, my friend, it's great to see you, and we'll be talking again soon and following the journey of Horses Help. So,
Wonderful.
thank you.
Thanks, Andy.
And folks, don't go away. We'll be right back.